Alright, I believe you're live. Let me just double check that. Yep, you're live. Okay. So let's get some stuff. Alright. So last time we started by reading the initialization function of the app class. Let me just quick collapse all. Where is this? Can I collapse all? Can I? Really? Come on, when collapse this. Yeah. I assume we cannot collapse that. So let me see there. We run the init function. So last time we read through the init function, we barely got into details, and we got to know some stuff, but some were still like pretty much vague for us. I have no idea what they did. And yeah, so today I'm gonna like dig in it a little bit more. I also noticed that I like really ranted a lot yesterday, so I'm gonna try not to rant as much as I did yesterday. Hopefully, all that there is to rant for is being ranted for. So I'm not going to rant much this time. I hope. I hope that is the case. Let's try not to rant, okay? Also, I think the information density of the like stream is not that much. I'm going to try to improve the information density. So yeah, let's dig in into these functions maybe and see what they do. We realized from yesterday's stream that these are member functions, and yeah, these are member functions that we just made private. They were public previously. We made them private. So yeah, so we know that these are private. I also wondered that upstream that was. I try not to read any code upstream so you guys can follow. So I just realized that like these could probably become members members to our material playground class. So yeah, I will also try to put these in the material playground class. These seem to be definitions, but where are these like statics? I have no clue. These global variables could easily just become members members of this material playground. I have no idea why they just made them like global. I'm pretty sure if I just copy and paste these as my members, this is gonna compile, but I'm not gonna do that right now. I also plan to like remove as much as macros as I can. I don't like macros. You shouldn't use macros unless you really need to. Like the only reason you're going to use macros here is that the types you have here, you don't have them if uh, this macro doesn't pass. So it doesn't really hurt to like allocate excuse me, to like allocate further memory, like some more memory for these variables. Even if you're not going to use them, you can avoid the macros. That is unless your types are not defined. If the macro is not defined, like if this is not defined. I also wonder why they haven't done like this. Printf. So this is actually this. So I wonder why is that? It's missing. What is this? Huh, that's interesting. It could be Southern Highways. Could not be located. Alright, that works. Just in case it's in that good. So yeah, there's no reason just to use these macros if the types are defined anyways. So you could just remove these, but maybe the types are not defined. I'm not sure. I doubt that types are not defined since like these are general types and doesn't really rely. They don't really rely on DirectX 11. So this is just saying that if it is direct draw 11, do these, otherwise don't. So yeah, I don't think these are dependent on the direct 11, direct 3D 11, but hey. So yeah, these are some of the issues I will probably just get into first. Same as these. Like this is definitely defined even if it is not direct 3D 11 as we have in here. So there's no reason to not actually not define these if code is not if the direct 3D 11 is not available. It just takes more RAM of course, but this is like nothing. How many pointers are there? So yeah, I will try to reduce some macros and get these as members. These could be our members and could make code probably more readable. Also, you could maybe just like make these a class, do some stuff like that. We'll get into them soon. Also, I'm going to like try to avoid as much static variables as well as globals. Yeah, they kind of have the same problems. They're bad for almost the same reasons. So yeah, that is it. So let's get back to our init function, initialization function, and I cannot find my initialization function. Why is that? Did I just remove it? Let's try again. Okay, back we are. Alright, so let's dig into some of these behaviors, like these functions, and see what they do. So I'm not gonna get into these seem pretty straightforward. I seem to have some idea of what they're doing. They're probably just setting the paths to like load these textures, meshes, built-in fonts, stuff like that. So I'm not getting into those. This is straightforward. Raw manager, that is the thing. Resource loader interface. That kind of says what it does. Same as this. These I still don't know what they do, as well as these. So we have some pencils and semaphores here. I don't know what they're for. I don't know. I don't know what the command line is, or what these cues do. I could guess what these do, but I'm not sure. So yeah. Also, I wonder if these are actually like this function is cdecal, as you can see. It says this is a cdecal function. So I'm not sure if these are actually provided by the game engine library, and if so, why is it cdecal? A few of these interesting. This looks like C functions, but yeah, this is not C. Like you can't have this code in C. No way you have this code in C. That is. But it is indeed CPP, so they could be exported. But I don't see any type. So yeah, let's assume you've got this code to compile and like to like have an interface for C. What is the type of PQ is here? Is of type Q. So yeah. So whatever type pre-renderer is of. Oh right. Yeah, you could have this work as a C interface. So this is probably part of their C interfaces. Interesting. So yeah, this is probably their C interfaces for the renderer, DirectX 11 renderer probably. So that is why these are C deco. These are probably exported as C, but why would you like give an interface, give a C interface? I don't know. Let's see if this code actually could provide a C interface. I'm not sure if it can. Either of these types, these all, I'm not sure if those are external interfaces. Let's not dig into this. I will probably next time find the header file for this. And doing that, I will probably just check the interfaces and see if the interfaces are actually C, because I'm not sure if they are. Like, I've seen some stuff in this code, like, where was it? Let me see. Let's see if this has any namespaces. Namespace. Doesn't. Interesting. Alright, this could actually work. I don't know. I will later on read the header file and see what these do. We'll get into them later. But these are provided by the render class, the render of the engine. So I will get to those later. Um, so these parts I'm gonna get into later, same as this. The rest I know, above I know, whatever is above, whatever is below I have some idea of. So we just read all this code yesterday. So these were our actions. We were setting our actions in the script manager. So yeah. So I'm going to dig into these functions then. These are our member functions except this complete. So I don't really think I need to dig into this. It's just deleting something. And that something is, what is it? Interesting. Oh, that is our only member function, member variable. This is the only member variable we have in the material playground class. So yeah, interesting. So we're doing a delete here. I don't know why we're doing a delete here. Probably one of these are allocating, and this one is deleting. I don't know why this one is deleting. Oh, we have it here. We have a new config here, so it new the config right here. Staging data. So config use staging data. Is this not a type? This is a type, so this is probably macro. It is a macro. So configures a new staging data. Our staging data is here, and it is deleted here. So I'm assuming these member functions here, they use this staging data. RAI this, I would definitely RAI this, like use a unique putter. Like all these pointers could be a unique putter. I would definitely do that as well. That's that is part of the improvements I'm going for. So I also don't like that is standard C++ Uint32, and when you don't have this is C Uint32. So, and also I don't like this Uint32 thingy here. Stud size. Stud size is your friend, size t. So stud size t is for things that represent sizes. But I guess this guy is Uint32 anyways. So I'm not gonna modify that, but yeah, I will probably just trace back the interfaces here and turn everything that is representing count or any number of things that sit in memory. I'm gonna use size t for them. So yeah, let's not carried away with that. Let's get back to our member functions. So now we know that we're allocating some staging data here, and probably our member functions are going to use them. Back to our first member function, create shader. We took a look at this yesterday. So this is simply just reading the shaders. So let's see. I think there are like some staging stuff going on here. So let's look at these point light shader macro buffer. What does that do? Interested in here. Let's pick that, of course. Why not? Just proper logging. I'm ranking again. I'm gonna stop ranking. Yeah, I would probably use std out for this, maybe put s, whatever. Like I don't really like this syntax here. Ampersand I, not ampersand, percentage I. This is denoting integer. But hey, cout could like deduce the type of this. Point light shader macro buffer. I don't know what that does. Let's see. So this is initialized. This character buffer to 0, of course, here, and it is just printing out. Oh, yeah. I got it now. So yeah, this is parsing is printf. Ah, so that is what this printf does. I didn't know what this is. So this is probably a function that I thought this is simple printf, a variation of the printf that Microsoft probably provides because it's safer. So I seem to be wrong. So what this sprintf is, it is just formatted this integer into this buffer. So this buffer is going to have the string that corresponds to this. I will probably use just toString. We have toString for integral types. And of course, Google is asking me if I'm a robot. I am a robot, but let's see if I can fool Google. Oh, there's a bus. Oh, I fooled Google. Thank you. Thank God. Alright, here's the toString thingy. Alright, it's printed. There we go. Yeah, I would definitely not use this. This is not part of your like uh, fast path, hot path. I definitely would not use this printf like or character buffer. Use a proper string. There's no reason not to do that. And you could probably use the const version of these. Aha, we don't have const version of these. That is nice. Why do we not have const version of these? I'm pretty much sure we have const strings. Basic string. Let's see if we have const strings in CVB 17. Let's go to constructors and see if there are. Yeah, we have const strings, so I don't know why we don't have const toStrings, but hey, assuming we don't, and that's what we're stuck with. So yeah, I would definitely just do this. Let's see what it is. That's there. Share macro. So let's go to share macro. See what. Okay, it's just taken to const cap pointers. And interestingly, these are const. That is nice. Oh, they had to be const. Like Yeah, they had to be const. All right, and this is C. This is not C++. I don't know why they enjoy writing C. I don't, but that is C. All right, let's get back to you. So I will just like make this const status. Who cares what the type is? I'm going to remove these, remove all that crap. All right, is that it? Forgot an equal sign there. Do we not have? All right, we're back online. So you didn't miss much. So I guess we're back. Okay, sorry about that. All right. So yeah, I didn't do much after I lost connection. Thankfully, I figured out that I've lost connection, and I am back. So I would probably edit that out in the video that I'm gonna upload. So we should be fine. We're 30 minutes in, and what I was doing, I just like replaced these character buffers with proper strings, avoided that sprintf, that function, and what I also did, I also explained that this is going to be probably fine because the object lifetime of these strings is the same as those character buffers we had earlier. So, so yeah, so this should be fine. And yeah, I was just saying that if we had const expert two strings, it would be probably way better. We could just const expert these, const expert these, all of those, because these are actually pods. These can be const expert constructed. Are we still experiencing some issues here? Let me see. So this is telling me that I have excellent connection. Why do we not have excellent connection then? I don't know. This is indeed buffering. I have my laptop just. Yeah, we are not live. That is what. Yeah. Let's see if we are live. Yeah. Issue seems to have been fixed. Alright. So let's just go on. Let's hurry a bit on this. So I did just those. I removed those character buffers, replaced them with these. These could be const. Why not? What is the... Nope. Yeah. Okay, const these as well. No reason not to be const, except that this is not accepted. Const. Why is this? Alright, let's see what this is. Stage 1, stage 2. Let's see what this is. Alright, it's just copy constructing these. So this should probably accept const. I don't know why it isn't. Oh, okay. Let's get in. Get in here. Get into this. So this is taking putters. Let's make those consts. Why not? I'm pretty sure this is gonna compile. So this worked. Here we're gonna save this and see if it's compiled actually. So yeah, stream seems to be back on and it seems to be working. Interesting stuff. Alright, is there actually anyone watching this? Like, I'm seeing there are 2 viewers, but I'm not sure if they actually are watching this. Logging on virtual functions. Where is this one? Whatever. Complete. I did not touch that. What is that? Let's come back here. What does this say? Mainly, those are not related to me. I don't care about them. iStream. Ooh. So is this because I included string? Included? Valid from pure specifier. Valid from pure specifier. What is this? Locale. Why are these issues happening? Is this because of the string I've included? Valid from pure. These are none of these issues like are related to my changes, except that I've included the string. Or how I included it? I've included it here. Don't tell me that this is dependent on this include or oh we haven't string h here. I have no idea what that is. Could this be? Oh, they could be using some alternative STL here. They're using some alternative STL. Let's use EA STL. Is that it? Let's see. What was the prefix on that? Include file. So yeah, they're using EAS STL. I don't know what that stands for. EA STL. Let's just search that. Oh, it's the EA company, like the triple A game company. Interesting stuff there. Okay, let's see if our EA STL does have this string. Yeah, it does. Interesting. They've written their own standard template library. That is interesting. Okay, the issue should be fixed now. So one thing we've learned so far, one important thing we just learned is that we cannot use standard library. The EASTL is what we have. We're gonna stick to that. We're gonna use that. All right, but this just compiled. We successfully made some cons. That is some improvements. It's actually crashes right now. But I doubt that. Like they probably don't have cons cast. Who knows? Maybe they do. Who knows really? Come on. The first build always takes so long. What? Okay. Okay, it works. It works pretty well. Let's do animate camera. Let's scroll around, navigate the world. Why not? Yep, this works. This works well. All right, we've made some cons here. Let's move on. And this. This we cannot make const unless we use like what Jason Turner suggests, like the the lambdas that are called immediately called lambdas. I'm not using that. No, no, I'm not. Alright, let's move on. So yeah, so Skybox shader descriptor. So let's see what shader descriptor is. So shader descriptor consists of some shader stages and a target. So our shader stages here are our shaders, like vertex shader is the first stage, flag is the second. That seems to be the pattern. There is no identification that either of these shaders are vertex shader or fragment shader, so I'm just assuming that this index means vertex stage and one means the fragment stage in the pipeline. So let's just also okay. Let's also make these null PTR. Why not? Null PTR, null. We're not using nulls. Alright, and that works. That works fine. And also, I'm assuming these are definitions. I'm not making them const expert because who knows what. Let's check that as well. Let's check the for. Let's see what C++ standard they're using. If we have like C++ 17, we could make these all constant. Actually, even if we don't, we can make these const expert. So let's do that. Const expert. The reason we can't do this const expert is because this is actually a global variable. So, what was the number? Okay, it's 8. All right. So yeah, if this wasn't a global variable, like if I were to like make this part of a member function here, let's see, where is this used? Several places, yeah. All right. If I were to like make this a member function, a member variable, like this concept for a static member of our class, our material playground class, I would probably have to define it as well in a in in past C++ 17. Post C++ 17, this is by default inline variable. So yeah, let's replace all this. What did I just do there? Huh, just I have no I don't know the short keys for this. I pretty much know a decent amount of short keys for VS Code, but not Visual Studio. Yeah, you'll probably tell me that I'm missing these types here. Okay, actually stop. Just VS Code short keys here. Okay, it's to size t of course for whatever's count or length. What is this number? Number of directional lights. Number is a count. It is going to be size t. It is going to fit in the memory. So yeah, and this is a bool right there, and we should be fine. What is here? It's taking some issues on me. I didn't touch this. Stop nagging about nothing. Oh yeah, yeah, I did something right, and that is that. You were right to complain, but not anymore. You shouldn't complain now. Come on, dude, don't complain. Don't. I said don't complain, dude. It is complaining. I'm gonna just compile this and see what happens. I'm not trusting that. Okay, it doesn't compile. Missing. Oh, did they just not put some? I probably didn't put some. What is that? Yeah, let's find this. Yeah, don't miss your semicolons. I'm sorry. It still doesn't work. What is the problem here? Is that a member of this? Why is it not a member of that? And here's Visual Studio just telling me not to use this printf. Yeah. That is one of cause I've made this size T. Let's just fix this first. I'm gonna make those const expert, don't worry about it. I'm not giving up on them. Yeah, this copy and pasting probably usually like causes it usually mm, causes copy paste errors, which there's tooling for. I don't have the tooling right now, right here. So yeah, and yeah, that's there. And why is this a completion error? This probably has to do something with those const explorers I did. Definitely does have to do with those const explorer things I did. Let's go see the definition of these. So you have two definitions of are these definitions? Symbol matches. Okay. Oh crap. So yeah, that is why. This is why that is making some errors for us. So the question here would be, how do we enable these? Like, I don't want to go the easy way, like just say like, because I can't put 0 here, that is an array. That is indeed interesting. So how do we solve this issue? I will specialize this. I don't want to do that. That is too much code. I need a simple solution for this. How do we not do that? And what are these uints? What type is this? Why uint? Why is there no size here? Like why are they not using standard types? Okay, let's not get carried away with that. Let's fix our issue at hand, which is this. How do we handle this? So we have an array that the size of which could be 0. And if it's 0, we don't want that to compile. And I'm pretty sure these are going to be passed to shaders. I'm not using like any kind of objects here. So that's probably why these are like disabled like this. I'm going to leave this one out, because there's a lot of it. Yeah, I'm going to use a simple define for this one. We're gonna fix this later, I guess. What about the rest? Are these ever used? Nope. Okay, that's that. That is safe to make const expert. Safe to make const expert as well, seemingly. Yeah, that is const expert. Const expert all the way. Yeah, that is const expert. Alright, let's see if this is const expert as well. Oh, that is not const expert. I cannot make that const expert. That needs to be defined as well. Alright, let's define this as well. Don't use macros like that. But hey, I don't have any solutions for such thing right now. Like, how would you do that? How would you disable part of that struct that is intentionally pod to be sent over to the shader? I do not have a solution off the top of my head, so probably that's what you're going to stick with. I really doubt you could do anything with that. Alright, also I'm using generalized installation. Yeah, I'd like to do that. We have these. Also, we forgot to like check what C++ standard they're using. 317 maybe, search 17. We have 17 lots in here. Nope, nope, nope. We don't do one of those. Yeah, I don't think they've mentioned this standard here. And nope. Right, we couldn't find 17, we couldn't find standard. So I'm not going to dig in anymore. That just isn't happening. Null PTR guys, null PTR. Or maybe not. Or maybe not. If these are going to actually be sent through the shader, these I'm pretty sure are not going to be sent through the shader. Also, I'm just saying, is undefined behavior. You just like any kind of serialization using that is partly it's probably undefined behavior. So yeah, let's move on. We fixed those, we came here, we fixed this as well, and let's see where this is used. It's used only there. This could be const again, shader macro, const that too. Interesting, they're using const here. I didn't put that const in. This could be const expr. That is valid C++11. So whatever their version of C++ is, which I'm sure it's above 11, that is going to work. This, however, is not. Ah, interesting. This time they didn't use a variable here, they just in place initialized it. Interesting stuff there. And yeah, so what is this? Shader macro for max capsule count. Alright. So vertex, what is this? Where clear shader descriptor? Add shader. So you can see those attributes here as well, yeah. Moving on these. Blah blah. These could be interesting. They're reusing these, reassigning them, and adding different ones. Interesting stuff here. Ah, interesting. So what has been modified? Let's see. Here, depth shader. These are interesting shaders. I'm definitely going to look into them further. Like I know what the PLN is. I just want to like see what they're doing, like what the implementation is. I'm pretty sure they're doing some crazy fast stuff. I want to see that code. Clear shade descriptor, full screen, hair fry, hair vertex, hair fry, full screen vert, hair fry. And they're using this one, this shader macro. I need to read some documentation on what the shader macro is. I'm not sure if they have proper documentation on that. I've seen some stuff on their wiki. Let's check their wiki page. So, pure graphic system now, descriptor binding interface. How to use the shader translator. It's probably this one. Okay. This one update frequencies, no, blah blah. Interface, whatever. No, not CMD bind, push constants. I'm gonna read on these as well. Secret data. Huh? Hmm. I guess we're going to figure out from the code. I didn't find anything remotely. related to this. Yeah. Okay. Let's skip over that. We have 7 minutes, 7 more minutes to make an hour. Also, I believe I wasted like a few minutes in between just trying to get connected back. So I'm gonna try to like do an hour and 7 minutes, maybe an hour and 10. So we have 17 minutes. Let's make the most of it, most out of it. So these are the same stuff. I will not be probably able to modify these, like add any cons here or whatever. These are compute shaders. I don't know how they like. I have no clue how they realize their shader is vertex shader, fragment shader, or whatever. Like it doesn't seem to be from this here, from the index. Like the first index of this is vertex shader, and the first one's like, "Okay, let's try this one. Let's try that one for a change." What do you guys think? Is this going to fail? So it works pretty fine. So I believe the only clue they have that what a shader does is like this, like the actual, what is that, postfix. So yeah, they're figuring it out from there. So I don't think you could use like I yeah anything other than those. I also think that their shaders, they're using their own language for shaders. They have their own translation stuff and stuff there, I believe. No, have different shaders. Interesting. The idea of integration. So I guess they don't have anything related to hair here on DCD level. That's also interesting. What do they have on Vulkan? They pretty much have it. Right, that is interesting. Let's take a look at those shaders again. Blah blah. Integrate the idea. That is some small shader. Like, yeah, that's a small shader. I definitely like read this. That's a small shader. Interesting. They are using number of threads there. Huh. Interesting stuff indeed. Let's see the Vulkan version. So I'm assuming Vulkan is just more verbose. Ah, so I believe they're doing batch. Yeah, they're probably doing like batch rendering. They're using the worker group ID, invocation ID, local invocation ID. So they probably are doing some kind of batch rendering. That's interesting. I've never seen that. Well, I haven't seen much, but that's interesting. Okay, then we get to read that further. Not only that, okay, let's make these all null PDRs. Why not? While we're at it, null PDRs. Oh, come on, IntelliSense, will you help me? Yes, you will. And those became null PDRs. That's nice. Null proofs there. All right, so this is the create shader. We just cleaned it a bit. At least we're not using a printf. This is smaller code. Done with create shaders. We'll dig into shaders themselves later. We have 12 more minutes to go, and let's go to our next memory function. So where was our init function? I need to I need to learn some. Yeah, I do need to learn some short keys for this for Visual Studio. So this is compute PBR maps. What does this memo function do? That is a big one. That's a big one right there. Holy cow. So it ends here. How many lines is that? I mean, who knows? Not even God does. I bet God doesn't know how many lines that is. I guess 1k lines. To 2800 to it goes on. No, that's 400. 400 lines of code. Right, let's get into this. I'm pretty much sure I'm not going to like finish this, but hey, I will get my null pullers here. Yeah, one could ask, why aren't you like null puller and everything? You just replacing null with null puller. The reason is I do not know if they're using null as integers to pass into like shaders or stuff like that. Who knows? Who knows what they're doing? So I'm not going to risk that. I'm going to use static cast here. Static cast. Why not do static cast when we can? Right. I believe I just missed an static cast opportunity up there in the shader, create shaders, never function. Yeah. Let's see if we can put some static casts here as well. Excuse me. Yeah, I didn't see an opportunity for that. Back here we are. Outputter is there, const cast star. I believe I will. No, I don't believe I can fly. I cannot fly past. Don't worry about that. This can be, I believe, const expert. Yeah, there's no other use for that. This is const expert right here. Const expert, not static const expert. This. Also, I believe this is just an index. So this is std size t to me. And skybox name, that is going to be const expert. Alright, there we go. All of these are probably going to be const experts. Why not? Why the hell not? Come on. You like it? Also making these. Oh no, come on, dude. Stupid. And why are we casting this to uint and crossing that by 1? Commenting that by 1, and there we go. So specular size, this is definitely not less than 2, not less than 1. If it's not less than 1, it couldn't be 0. The logarithm of 0 is not defined. And what, where are we getting this like 2 from? I have no idea. So what I'm going to do is not use uint. That is what I'm going to do here. And what is this bugging me here? Can I call non-const expert function log2? Oh, log2 is not const expert. Oh, thank you. This is going to be const. Let's go with that. Let's see what this is used for. Some for loops, who cares? Could there be any better ways just to get that from that? So like, this is const expr, and the result of this is evaluated by that, by the value of this specular size. This could in theory be const expr, but how? How would that be? Interesting stuff on it use. And was sampler descriptor. Blah blah, filter type, enum, another enum, that's another enum. If these yeah, another enum there. Alright, this could be const expr. We're const expring these as well. Right, and this adding sampler. So this is just describing the sampler here and adding that sampler there. Interesting kind of abstraction here. We'll learn more about this, I guess, later. Synchronization token here. Skybox path. I need to learn what the path handle is. I'm not sure if they actually have proper like documentation on these. They probably should have, like they actually want people using these, so there probably is going to be some documentation on these. Also, I would like to define these as close as to their first use, but I'm not doing that right now. We'll do that maybe later. So texture description. So it's describing the interesting stuff. What is this? Oh, so this is the format that the texture is in. Skybox, so that's the map descriptor. Here's this. This is the number of map level number. So 11. Where is that? Yeah, here. So we want 11 levels of mapping. Texture Q. This is rewrite. This is write texture. So are we going to write on that? Interesting. Are we? You tell me. Are we going to write on that texture? I thought we were going to write on the Skybox texture. So why is this read write texture? Maybe we are. Who knows? Low priority high. Resource. Interesting. So these are the texture descriptions. I will dig into I will probably list next time what classes like interoperate with each other. Like these are related classes. I'm gonna just look into them and see what they are. Where is this sampler actually used? At sampler. Skybox sampler. Skybox sampler. So this is the output variable probably. That is interesting. I just made this const and the puller to this. Let's see this. Okay. Oh, they actually have a const here. That is nice. That is nice to have there. Interesting stuff. I would also put a const here, but hey, having const here, that is nice. That is nice there. So, like a week ago, I just read a tweet by Alexander Sku, and so what he said was, "Are we not live? Here we are live." I scared the hell out of me. We are live. We are okay, I believe. All right. So yeah, the tweet just said that he redefined his asserts and he got some improvements on them. Even though he was doing, even though he was doing like release mode, or he got improvements on release mode by redefining the set functions, the set macros. So I don't recommend using asserts here. I don't recommend using C. I would probably use references here and C++ here. But they're doing C. They're doing C interfaces here. I don't know, but if I were them, like the code is open source, I would make this header only, and I could later on CPP 20, I would just use modules for my headers. So I also got to, yeah. So if you see this, like, okay. So we have three definitions of that at sampler. So these three files are the abstraction of our graphics device. So I'm gonna later on go back here and read these all. So we have three different like devices supported, like Vulkan, DirectDraw 12, Direct3D 11. So if you like, I believe every function is defined 3 times in each of these, and I'm probably going to read these as well. That's another thing to learn. I don't need this far. Alright, so we're actually getting to know the code. So I guess that is it. I'm going to stop this for today. That's enough. We did some improvements. We got to learn the code base a bit. There's still a lot to go, and hopefully in the next few days we will get some stuff learned from this. And the code actually does compile still. I didn't do much changes here, but it still compiles. That is nice. That's nice to have. Let's see if it still works. If it still works. I've never built this code in release mode. I will do that tomorrow. And so that's that. I guess I'll have to end this here. Alright guys, thank you for watching and see you next time.